Today is 20 July 2017, 09:44 hours. This is proof right here that after assisting these people at the Ottendorfer Library branch on the 2nd Avenue branch, that they turn around and they'll stab you in your back. This is the way they operate over there. This is the actual proof that she received. This is the general manager here, Kristen Coel. And after assisting them with the security issue, these were the two emails that I sent her of the video showing the library security branch security involved with the belligerent clientele. She referred to my email that stated security incident, okay, 7/18/17 as spam. She received it at approximately 1700 hours at about 5 p.m. And this is the general manager referring to an email that states security incident, which unfortunately I was not able to send her the whole video, which was approximately 10 minutes, because I was not able to send more than 20 megabytes. I believe that's what it was saying, that I couldn't send any more than 20 megabytes of video. So I downloaded it as with her library staff onto the library computer. The next day, as you recall, is when I received a visit at the library from Mark Hamilton. As you can see, this is them throwing me out. But this was Mark Hamilton giving me permission here, okay? Because this was the letter that I had wrote to Robert Bush, head of security for the New York Public Library. There seems to be an ongoing situation with this library where it's become so arrogant that it'll basically just summarily dismiss you, even after you assisted them with a security issue on several occasions, including a time that the security guard was going to get beat up by two individuals, and he came to me for help. He came to me to help him in the event that these individuals came back. This is the way this woman and Mark Hamilton pay you back for assisting them when they have a serious problem with vagrants coming into the library utilizing the bathrooms to shoot up dope. And they don't do anything about it because these people come back and forth every day. The one time that I was involved in the beginning when Mark Hamilton became involved was when the individual was standing there with the needle and didn't want to let it go, and the police had to have been called to deal with him. He came back the next day and did it again. So we have a serious security issue at this branch where this woman, this general manager, okay, allows drug addicts to come into the library to shoot up dope in the library, okay? But people like myself, who I was a 9/11 responder, survived the North Tower collapse, they all know my history because they know what I do there. I put up videos for first responders. And this woman, in her arrogance, and I assume racism, because that's what seems to be prevalent down there in the Lower East Side now, decides they're going to call security and have me summarily removed from the library for helping them. Okay? This is me from yesterday's video. But if you go back and you type in NYPL racism, you'll see that at the Tompkins Square branch, because this seems to be a branch-to-branch thing where at the Tompkins Square branch on East 9th Street, they'll tell you you can't use the bathroom, even if you're a patron. They force their patrons to use the public park in Tompkins Square. Now, anybody who's familiar with that area knows that that bathroom is notorious for robberies, assaults, dope dealing, people shooting up. And this is where a taxpayer-funded city institution is telling people that they have to use the bathroom at, including elderly people, people who are diabetic, have to cross the street, go into the park, walk approximately 500 yards to the bathroom. 50 yards, excuse me, to the bathroom. And this is what patrons of New York City have to put up with an arrogant security guard from a security guard who will sit there and summarily violate your rights without you even doing anything. And it's obvious that the security guard acknowledges on this video that nothing was even done. There was no infractions, there was no violations, there was no crime committed. So who is this man who works for the city as a security supervisor to tell anybody that they have to leave the library a day after the patron helps the security guard? After numerous occasions of helping the security guard, you'll see the security guard of this branch actually say there was nothing even done. So this man actually went out of his way to remove somebody who hadn't even done anything in the library, who had done no offense. Matter of fact, even assisted this library branch on several occasions with security issues, including recording a video that showed the librarian security officer in trouble. And this is what they do to you. This is the arrogance and repugnant behavior that these people exhibit towards taxpayers who fund the library, who fund the New York Public Library. Mind you, a city institution which practices violating people's rights. You have a right to be in the library as long as you're utilizing the library for proper services. I use the computer. I put up videos. Where have I offended any time in this library branch? And if you look at the videos that they have on their surveillance, anytime that I've gotten involved with situations in there, it was to assist the security and the staff with belligerent clientele. Being that I was a fireman and I'm there to help people and they know my background, this guy is a complete jerk-off. So now you'll see videos showing where the library at Ottendorfer is doing what they're doing. The library at Tompkins Square branch is forbidding people to use the bathroom. A humane request to use the restroom is denied, even though they have 2 bathrooms in that library branch. So this goes to show you that this situation has gotten totally out of hand with the management, with the security, which, you know, obviously they have no clue of the difference between a customer service issue and an infrastructure issue. When I brought it to their attention that there was a problem with the elevator in the library. Now, in the fire department, we're trained to recognize instances where there may be an electrical problem, where the library elevator is not engaging. Oh, and just to top it off, the library elevator is out of service now. So obviously, in the time that it took for me to notify them that there was a problem with their elevator, and the nastiness that the guy behind the desk replied to me with, that I needed to wait my turn, even though this was an infrastructure issue, not a customer service issue. There are people who come there with babies that are on the 2nd floor whose only means of egress is the elevator. So either somebody was holding the elevator, or there was an electrical short in the elevator's electrical systems, whereas the elevator was not engaging for nearly 7 minutes. And this man's reply was, wait your turn. The elevator's working, wait for it. Now I use this elevator every day and I'm aware of how slow and delayed this elevator is. But on this incident, oh, mind you, here's the security officer stating that I've done nothing wrong. So this is the arrogance of the staff, okay? But it's not the staff, because this is obviously a top-shelf management issue where they tolerate this type of behavior being exhibited in a library where the security is lacking. These people that come in off the street to use the library for shooting up drugs, for selling drugs, are obviously putting the other clients in danger because of the behavior that they exhibited themselves. But the library staff would choose to ignore that and harass people who are activists against their behavior, their obnoxious, repugnant behavior. Stay tuned because more is coming.